All right, Josh, and I'm at my 138th Marriott property at the SpringHill Suites here in Zion. Just look at this location of this SpringHill Suites. This is, in my opinion, probably maybe one of the best SpringHill Suites in the whole United States, but I've been wanting to stay here for many years, and we are finally here. Beautiful SpringHill Suites. This is a 4.7 out of 5 on the Marriott Guest Satisfaction Survey. It is extremely rare to find a hotel with that high of a score. So I'm excited to check out the service, check out the room, and go ahead and see if this could be the best hotel in Zion. And if you stay here, what to expect. Let's go check it out. All right, here we are on the second floor. I'm so happy. This is the highest floor. It can't be too high here in Zion. They do have restrictions, but I cannot believe we're actually being able to stay here for one quick night. This is the hotel to come to in Zion. So coming in, I did reserve the standard room with the 2 queen beds, and already I'm very impressed. It is a standard SpringHill Suites design, but it is the newly updated version. All right, so right when we came in here, I have to say my eyes went right over here. They actually had a little note here with some waters as an elite member. So that's really cool. I really like that picture with just 2 waters, nothing special, but it's the thought that counts. So I'm very happy about that. But all the rooms do have a mini microwave and mini fridge. That is a brand standard at all SpringHill Suites. So any SpringHill Suites you ever stay at will have that. They do not have kitchens. No SpringHill Suites does. If you're looking for a kitchen, you're going to want to stay at a Residence Inn or Town Place Suites. But unfortunately, there are none of those here in Zion. But for SpringHill Suites, this is the next best thing. This is also a slightly larger mini fridge than what I've seen at other properties. So you do have plenty of space to store your drinks if you went out and bought some stuff for the day or things like that. Now, this is the most premium coffee machine I've ever seen in a SpringHill Suites. SpringHill Suites usually just have the very cheap generic coffee makers. This one actually has a Keurig. So I'm actually very impressed by that. I have never seen that before at a SpringHill Suites. So that is actually very premium. Just incredible. They have not even had a Keurig machine at several JW Marriotts I've stayed at, including the JW Marriott Los Angeles, which is not good. But they even have one here at the SpringHill Suites. Good for them. So very happy to see that. Now coming over here, this is the area for lounging. Okay, now coming over here, SpringHill Suites are known for this trundle set. It is not a pull-out couch, but all SpringHill Suites will have this. They call it a trundle. So the trundle basically means you can sleep someone, an adult, on top of this or a couple kids, and all you do is you're just going to take off the back cushions and you're going to leave that one on, and that's it. And then once these 2 back cushions are off, there's usually a trundle set or kit in the closet where you can put sheets down and a pillow here, and that's what makes the bed. So it's not a pull-out, that's literally it. And then if you have children with you, all the trundles as well, down below here has this thing that you can pull out. Now you wouldn't want to sleep an adult on this, I'm sure it's not very comfortable, but if you have children, this also comes out here, and you can actually make like another bed. So you basically have one person that can sleep up there, one person that can sleep here, and this room also does have the 2 queen beds. So SpringHill Suites are great for large groups or if you have a big family because it can pretty much accommodate everybody. So SpringHill Suites is also known for their West Elm furniture. So this trundle, all this, as well as the desk setup, it's all West Elm, which is very premium, very nice. Remember, SpringHill Suites is one of the most basic brands with Marriott. It's just a select property, but some of them with the new design and concept, they're actually feeling pretty premium. So I'm very impressed. So basically at SpringHill Suites, you have an area to relax, an area to work, and an area to sleep. So they kind of have it divided up in 3 different sections. This is kind of the area to sit and relax. You can sit here and you can kind of swivel this TV right over here. So you can watch TV from here or from on the beds. Here's the work desk, so you can get some work done as well, which is nice because a lot of people, if they have some work on their laptop they need to get done, they can do it. And then if you'd like, you can remove these glasses, and most SpringHill Suites have this feature. This can go all the way back. So it's kind of more, you can kind of see what's going on in the room, or you can kind of close this for a little bit of privacy while you're working. So SpringHill Suites, they're just very unique properties. They're not like kind of any of the other Marriott brands. They're just very different, very unique, but this one is very premium, and I'm actually very happy we decided to stay here. It might be, I think it's like the best hotel you can get in Zion. So next up, I want to go over the rooms have 2 queen beds. So all SpringHill Suites in the US will have rooms with 2 queen beds or 1 king, and they all also have a trundle as well. So this is the 2 queens. Now this property also does have like slightly larger suites that you can use a suite night upgrade for. It's just a little bit bigger. I didn't do that, so this is just a standard room, but it is an option. Now, even other SpringHill Suites I've been in, they have the same light here. They're all gonna look very similar. The only difference is maybe gonna be the color of this background. For Zion, they kind of did a unique design here, but sometimes SpringHill Suites, they all like look exactly identical in the rooms, like with the same pattern on the back. This one though does have a very interesting design. You've got the phone here, an alarm. You do have the notepad in here, which is a brand standard, as well as the reading materials, which is also brand standard in the rooms. So they do have all that, so they check out good. Now, the other feature of SpringHill Suites is the sliding barn doors. Some people are not a fan of these, and not all of them have complete privacy like this one does with this here. So sometimes some SpringHill Suites you're at, they just don't feel completely private because there's gaps on the sides. But this one's actually a good one because it does close all the way, but it saves space from like a giant door opening here. But all SpringHill Suites that I've been to do have this sliding door. But this one's very unique. They kind of put like a wood like wallpaper material up, so it just adds a lot to the room. It just makes it feel very premium and very nice. So coming into the bathroom, we go from full-on carpet in the room to full-on tile here. So I'll show you over here, but this is actually a fairly large bathroom. We do have a bathtub and a very tiny shower head. I don't approve. It just kind of small. It looks kind of old. So I don't approve of that, but you do have a tub. Now, I'm not sure if all the rooms have this setup. Some SpringHill Suites just have a shower. They don't have a tub. So I'm not completely sure about that, but nevertheless, it's still a nice hotel. They've got this North 39 product here. That's also unique. I'm not sure if all SpringHill Suites have that or just this one, but I don't know if I've seen that brand before. We have a illuminate lit mirror here, which is usually normal, which is 1 sink. So if you have a big family, just keep in mind it's 1 really tiny sink, but you do have a lot of counter space. Cool. Now on this side, you can kind of see more of that big counter space. We have the toilet, and then what's really unique is on the back side of the toilet, they actually spent extra money and they put this really cool floor to ceiling, really nice tiling. It just adds a lot to the room. It makes it seem like they didn't go cheap. They added that in there, so I'm very impressed with that. It just adds an element to the bathroom that would otherwise just be more boring if it was just this all the way around. So next up is going to be the closet. So not all the rooms have a full walk-on closet. I'm not sure about this location, but some SpringHill Suites have some rooms that have walk-in closets and others that don't. But this is actually rare because this is actually a big closet for a select hotel. So inside our walk-in closet, we have tons of places to hang things, racks here. Some people that come to Zion, they stay for a while. They stay for a few days, so they're going to want places to put everything. And then like I mentioned up top here, we do have the trundle set that can make up that trundle bed in the front that I talked about. The other thing to note is there is an ironing board already in the room. So that's very convenient, as well as a luggage rack. So those essential items are here. Now for the best part of all is our view. So I think we got one of the best views because we're literally looking right up here in Zion at one of the rock features. It is very beautiful. It's not looking at like the other building or a parking lot. I'm not sure what the other rooms face, but this one is very premium. I'm very happy here. It's just very relaxing when you're in bed to look out and just be right in the heart of Zion. It's literally, we're in Springdale, so you can literally just walk right to the park. You don't have to pay for somewhere else to park or anything like that. You're literally right here. You just walk right into the park. So very, very convenient. All right, one last thing I wanted to mention is that a lot of the select properties, especially all SpringHill Suites, Fairfields, Residence Inn that I know about, Town Place Suites, they're mostly all going to have these air conditioning units. Just because they're select brands, they're usually cheaper than the premium and luxury brands with Marriott. So they usually just have these units. You can control them over there, but they're just kind of, they're the air conditioning so to keep your room cold or hot, but they're not like built in like a lot of the premium and luxury brands are. But overall, I'm very impressed with our room. It's very cozy colors. It has very high ceilings. We have a place to do our work. We have a place to sit and relax, 2 giant beds. So I'm very happy that we were able to stay here, and we're just gonna be able to walk right to Zion tomorrow and just be able to experience the park. So let's go check out the rest of the hotel. And welcome to the SpringHill Suites by Marriott, located in Springdale, Utah, which is right by Zion National Park. It is located at the Springdale Shuttle Stop 6, which is the complimentary shuttle service that has multiple stops in Springdale that takes you directly to the entrance of Zion National Park, where you can there purchase your ticket and then hop on one of the Zion National Park shuttles to the hike that you would like to go on. Now, I normally do not stay at SpringHill Suites, but this, in my opinion, is one of the most, if not the most, premium SpringHill Suites in the US, and they actually incorporate a lot of the local features into the design, including the red rock design, because the property is surrounded by the beautiful red rocks, which truly makes this a really premium hotel, is the surroundings and then also the build quality. It's a very premium property for being a SpringHill Suites. Now, the setting is great for families and even just solo travelers. There's plenty of seating areas, spaces inside, outside. Now, the lobby is very beautiful. It has this incredible glass wall that goes all the way to the ceiling. They also have a complimentary station where you can print papers or boarding passes, the business center there, which all SpringHill Suites have. They also have bikes, which is run by a third party, so you can rent those out if you would like. They also even have like a room with some games, pool table, things like that. They also even had like a little fireplace in there. But overall, just gorgeous design, very welcoming staff. I really enjoyed the lobby setting. Now, Marriott has 3 different levels of hotels. They have select, premium, and luxury. This one is just considered a select property, but like I mentioned, in my opinion, I consider it a little bit more premium. Now, most other SpringHill Suites, the lobbies are going to be a little bit more basic and just have some more basic amenities. Some of other Marriott Select brands are very similar to SpringHill Suites, including TownePlace Suites, Residence Inn, and Fairfield. They all offer similar amenities like complimentary breakfast for everyone. It's just a more overall basic experience at these kind of properties. They're mostly for people kind of looking to explore the area and they're just looking for a place to rest. But this SpringHill Suites goes above and beyond by offering a lot more premium amenities and just overall ambiance than a lot of other properties I've stayed at. I don't know why they don't have any premium or luxury properties in the area. Mostly, I think, because people that are here just want to go out and hike all day. They're not really that concerned about the hotel. But I think that could be an interesting market to look into, is the luxury tier or premium tier brands in national park destinations. This property only has 114 rooms, so it is very less rooms than a lot of properties I stay at, so it's not going to be super overcrowded like a lot of other hotels, but the rooms are all going to have West Elm furniture, and they all have this trundle couch where you can sleep an extra person on, and that goes across all SpringHill Suites everywhere. They also have either rooms with 2 queen beds or the 1 king bed, so they're really great for families staying here because you can accommodate up more than 4 guests in a room. You could even 2 per bed, and then with the extra trundle you could even have up to 6 guests in a room sometimes if you have like 2 kids with you. But the views from the rooms are amazing as well, which is also why I was a little bit more inspired by the SpringHill Suites, because they have rooms looking out at the pool or the other side, but either way you're looking at the incredible beautiful local landscape. Now, the pool here is very nice, great for families. I also love that the lounge chairs had the extra padding on. They also had a hot tub as well, and the water features. In the summer, it can get quite hot out here, so it's a great place to kind of cool down. They also have the shade umbrellas up, so if you need some shade, you also have that option as well. Now, all SpringHill Suites as well, like all Marriott brands, they all have fitness centers. This one is a lot more basic. Again, they only have a few rooms, 114, so it doesn't have to be that big, but it had the basic equipment necessary. They also just had some little lookout areas on the different levels. So overall, it just adds a lot more ambiance to this property, and just look at that view, making it one of the most premium SpringHill Suites that there is. Now, these properties also have guest laundry where you do it yourself. You do have to wash your own clothes, and then usually in the market, you can get the soap if you need it. Now, at nighttime, there is a whole extra element to this hotel because they actually have some fire pits they turn on outside. All right, now here we are heading into the complimentary breakfast. This is free for all guests, and this is at all Marriott Select brands, I believe, except for Courtyard properties, which they have the bistro, which is items for purchase. But here it is all free, but it is a very basic breakfast, and that has always been my problems with brands like SpringHill Suites, Residence Inn, TownePlace Suites, and Fairfield. In my opinion, it's just as bad as Marriott M Club lounges. It's just very basic things: eggs, sausage, bacon sometimes, and then of course like cereal. They also have like some milk and fruit, and that is basically about it, and juice and coffee. And I wish that they would start going more. I've seen some SpringHill Suites have like little mini breakfast sandwiches on like McMuffins or like a bacon, egg, and cheese type croissant. That I would really like. They did not have that at this property though. Now here's that guide showing the shuttles. So the shuttles take you then over here to Zion National Park. Now inside the park, we did go through the Narrows. The hotel was nice to provide me with a walking stick that you can loan out. So definitely inquire about that. I'm not sure how many that they have, but it was a beautiful hike that we went on. Okay, now for the review of the SpringHill Suites Zion. I'm right in front of these famous cool windows here, right in the lobby that look out at the incredible God's creation. Absolutely amazing. But I want to go ahead and start with the room. Room here is going to get a 4.5 out of 5. While it was a very nice SpringHill Suites room, mainly the shower was a little uncomfortable. The shower head needs to be replaced, and then it just wasn't perfect in that area. But otherwise, it's still a very premium room. I would definitely come back. It was very nice. Everything else in the room was very clean. There was no issues with cleanliness. I felt pretty comfortable, so very good score for room. Next up is going to be inspiration. How inspired was I by this hotel? Because of the incredible location here, also just the beauty of the lobby and the views. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. That's a very good score for SpringHill Suites, because SpringHill Suites are very basic hotels. So to get a 4 out of 5 is actually pretty solid from me. If you're staying, your inspiration will probably be blown off the charts, but just from all the hotels I've been to, for me, it's a 4 out of 5. Next up is going to be service. Service here is also going to get a 4 out of 5. The service is fine. Check-in was fine. Checkout was fine. They were accommodating. It's just we didn't have a lot of interactions, but they did have a little welcome note in the room, which was good. But they didn't it wasn't like where I left feeling, oh my goodness, that was just the most amazing check-in of my life, or I can't believe they did that. So it was good service, decent. You'll probably like the service. Just wasn't like over the top or exceptional in any way. Next up is going to be value. Would I come back? That is actually going to get a 5 out of 5 from me. This hotel I absolutely would come back to in a heartbeat, just because of its location. We're at tram stop 6. You can take the free tram just right, almost kind of in front of the hotel, to the entrance to Zion National Park, and then there you can catch the tram inside the park to anywhere you want to go, from Angel's Landing to the Narrows to all the other hikes in between. So that was very convenient. We can also walk right across the street to some restaurants, and also just like looking out here at the beautiful views, the mountains, the pool. The pool has beautiful cushions on it. I definitely will come back. So very good score. Now if you're looking to stay here, rates can get pretty expensive. Some summers I've seen the average rate here per night around like $500. Every once in a while even higher than that. For points, sometimes it's 70,000 points, sometimes 60,000, so somewhere right in there. So I don't recommend paying cash, and I don't recommend using points. It's just kind of a really hard space. It is so expensive though. I mean, instead of paying that much money, $500, $600, $700, I would use the points. But otherwise, sometimes the price does dip a little under $350 or $300. That's when I would just pay for it. But otherwise, it's really expensive either way, whether you're using points or cash to stay here. But if you saved up a lot of points for a long time and this is your big family trip, definitely use those points, because you'll be saving a lot of money overall.